Welcome back to another explainer. You know that feeling when you click a link, you're totally ready to read exactly what you were searching for, and suddenly, bam, you hit a brick wall, a white screen, maybe a little spinning wheel. Well, today we are deconstructing that incredibly brief, super mundane digital speed bump we literally all encounter, but almost never actually read. We're talking about the gatekeeper. Just a moment, right? I want you to force yourself to pause and really confront these three seemingly innocent words. They instantly halt our internet journey and throw us straight into a digital waiting room. It's an interruption so brief we usually barely even process it, but as our source text today reveals, there was an entire invisible ecosystem functioning inside this tiny fraction of a second. To really wrap our heads around how this works, we're going to break it down into 6 quick parts. 1. The infinite moment. 2. The malicious bot threat. 3. The verification standoff. 4. The success state. 5. Crucial technical prerequisites. And finally, 6. The Cloudflare signature. All right, let's jump right into part 1, the infinite moment. Destination locked. In the specific document we're analyzing today, the user is trying to reach a very specific address, apple.gadgethacks.com. It's dangling right there, just out of reach, completely held back by the gatekeeper. You can't access the text, you can't see the images, nothing. Not until this system evaluates your credentials. You're basically knocking on the front door, but that door is firmly locked. Which brings us to section 2, the malicious bot threat. So why the roadblock? Well, according to the source material, the website uses this security service to protect against a very specific enemy, malicious bots. Let's actually define this enemy based on the text. Malicious bots are automated entities the website must actively protect against. By putting up this page, the site is basically acknowledging the constant, invisible war raging on the web right now between legitimate human users and massive swarms of automated attacks trying to break into servers. And this really brilliantly illustrates the incredibly high-stakes binary choice the security service is forced to make every single time a connection is attempted. Are you a verified human, or are you a malicious bot? There is absolutely no middle ground here. The system has to categorize you instantly. It evaluates the nature of your connection to place you in one of these two columns, human or automated threat. Moving right along to section 3, the verification standoff. Performing security verification. Guys, this is not just some passive loading screen. Oh no, it is an active investigation. Right at that split second, your browser and the security server are rapidly exchanging data to verify exactly who or what is trying to get in. Let's actually stretch out time for a second to visualize the exact sequence of events happening behind the scenes in mere milliseconds. Step 1, intercept request. You click and the gatekeeper steps right in. Step 2, perform security verification. This is the standoff, the invisible evaluation of your digital footprint. And step 3, await response, that tiny moment of tension before the verdict is finally delivered back to you. Okay, section 4, the success state. Verification successful. Whew, you survived the gauntlet. The gatekeeper has mathematically proven you are not a machine and you are officially cleared for entry. Honestly, it feels almost anticlimactic for such a rapid, incredibly complex background process, but this simple 2-word phrase is your ultimate green light. But notice the immediate shift in the source text here. It jumps directly from passing that critical test to a purely procedural handoff, waiting for apple.gadgethacks.com to respond. The gatekeeper's job is officially done. The drawbridge is lowered, and now it's simply waiting for the final destination server to deliver the content you actually asked for in the first place. Next up, section 5, crucial technical prerequisites. Here's the catch, though. To actually continue and pass this test, the gatekeeper explicitly mandates 2 things. You gotta enable JavaScript, and you gotta enable cookies. Think of these as strict, non-negotiable demands. Without these 2 tools active, your browser literally can't perform the necessary handshake, and the verification fails. The security service absolutely needs these specific browser technologies functioning to run its tests. And finally, section 6, the Cloudflare signature. Take a look at this hyper-specific alphanumeric code pulled straight from our source, 9F45685158E599F. This is called the Ray ID. What's so interesting about this is it highlights that your split-second interaction wasn't just some fleeting moment, it was uniquely tracked. It's essentially a forensic receipt of your specific connection. If something goes wrong or a real attack happens, this Ray ID logs the exact event for the record. And who exactly is running this whole operation? Well, the text explicitly credits performance and security by Cloudflare. They are the architect behind the curtain here. They're the entity explicitly credited in our source material for providing both the incredible speed to handle the request and the digital shield for this threshold. They're the ones operating the gate. So I have to ask, next time you're asked to wait a moment, are you going to remember the crazy invisible standoff happening behind your screen? What seems like a mundane daily annoyance is actually a high-stakes, hyper-fast digital security check keeping the internet running. Pretty wild, right? Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.